All right, what's going on, people? Welcome back again. You know the video, we're back here with another video. Like, share, subscribe. Today we are talking boxing news, so covering a variation of topics today. We're going to talk about Shakur's return to the ring. We're going to talk about Alycia Buamgardner. She's fighting Persoon. We're going to talk a lot about Garcia and Haney. Is that going to happen? Should it happen? What the hell is going on? And lastly, we are going to talk reluctantly about Jake Paul and Tyson. Mike Tyson, not Tyson Fury, but it might as well be. It's that much of a freak show fight. Let's get into the video. So first off, Shakur apparently has returned to the ring this summer, and I'm very excited to see him back. I know he made his little kind of a retirement announcement a little while ago, and those kind of thoughts about, you know, is he actually going to retire? I knew it was a bit of nonsense. His last performance wasn't the best, but you know, it happens, and we're in this kind of era where now, if you had a bad performance, that's it, and it means you need to give up and all this nonsense. But I think it wasn't the worst performance in the world, and I think Shakur can come back from it. I'm hoping that this is a better one, that we can really get behind him. I still think he's got a bright future at 135 and eventually maybe possibly 140. We'll see. What do you think about Shakur coming back? What's your thoughts on Shakur Stevenson? Do you believe the hype? Do you really feel like he's going to be the next generation or the next big thing? I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of yet to see it. I see it in some respects, like he's obviously defensively very, very capable, but in terms of offensively, you know, sometimes it can be a little bit too safe, so it can be a little bit, I don't want to say boring, but not as exciting, not as entertaining. So let's hope he can kind of understand that and adapt his style as it should be, as to see fit, you know what I'm saying? Adapt his style. Now, next up, we'll talk about Alycia Buamgardner, the bomb Baumgardner. Now, she's returning to fight Persoon, a very, very, very tough competitor. And I'm excited for this fight. I think it's going to be a very good one. Delphine is very, very strong. She's very tough, very durable, very experienced as well. Alycia does have that power in her hands. She has the bomb in her hands. But it is very curious, you know, what's kind of happened with the old failed test, and the fact that, you know, I know she's been cleared by the WBC's clean boxing program, but it's not, I don't feel like it's been super conclusive. But you know, I know a lot of people, including myself sometimes, kind of give her a bly because, you know, we like her as a person, we like her as a fighter. It would be interesting, or would be a bit more, I don't know, I feel like now that the failed drugs test and stuff has been highlighted so much because of the Conor Ben fiasco, I feel like there's so much more people wanting more answers that we haven't really got here. That being said, I'm still very happy to see her in the ring. I feel like it's going to be her toughest test yet. No, maybe not her toughest, but it will be a tough test. But I do think, I'm confident that she'll get through this one. I know there's still also some talks of her and Katie Taylor, which I don't really want to see. I don't think we have to feed the old greats to the young lions every single time. Just let Katie, you know, fight Chantel Cameron maybe a third time and then sail off into the sunset. That would be better for me. What's the next one we'll talk about? Next up, Garcia and Haney. I don't know where to even start with this one. I know there's so much made of like, oh, Garcia's just trolling, it's all fake, he's just trying to sell the fight. This doesn't really sell the fight. It does a little bit, I guess you're wondering what shape he's going to turn up in, but for me, it doesn't sell the fight. It makes you worried about him outside of boxing. It makes you think about what is going on with this guy. Is he okay, like in life, not just to fight? But I don't think he sells the fight that well. And there's certain parts of it where it can't be trolling. You know, we've seen the twitches and the nose and nasal twitches and all the stuff that's going on in the press conferences, and that can't be faked, I don't believe anyway. I don't know, we don't know what it is, you know, I don't want to speculate, but let's speculate. It could be, you know, a lot of people are talking about it being hard drugs, some people, it could be prescription drugs, because you know he's had some mental health issues in the past, so it could be any of those things. One thing I do want to say is, like, who is that guy that is with Ryan all the time? I mean, maybe I'm clueless, maybe it's some boxing trainer that I've never heard of, never seen, but there's a guy that was in his last video of him like swearing on the Bible and signing some sort of contract and whatever, and then he was in his latest video as well when he was talking about I think he was in the hospital or whatever. There's a lot of weird things going on, so I do hope that Ryan's okay. Like, before anything to do with boxing or fights, I hope he's okay. And I do hope he's able to make the fight happen. That's the next big fight we have coming up. April 20th, I will be in New York at the time, so I'm hoping to shoot over to the Barclays and watch that live and get some live footage for you lot. Let's hope it goes ahead, because at the moment it's not looking great. Into our next topic, which I kind of skipped over this one, is Canelo and Mungia. I do believe it's a good fight. I would prefer him to fight Benavidez. I feel like the Mungia fight is a good second option. He's gone back to PBC for this one fight deal, so he's able to get out of that free fight deal. And I do feel like having that issue with Amazon, or with it going to Amazon and not having a broadcaster, was a big factor in Canelo not sticking to the plan. So, you know, I think we should give him a little bit of grace, although I know someone's yelling at the screen right now. I do think he should have fought Benavidez. I don't like the optics of how it looks. If he fights Mungia and then Benavidez, then everyone needs to shut the hell up. And it makes perfect sense. So let's see what happens with that one. I do believe he beats Mungia. Mungia is a very good fighter, but Canelo's Canelo. I know he's coming to the back end of his career, but I don't believe Mungia has the power to keep Canelo off him the same way that Benavidez does. So let's see what happens in that one. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Next up, and this is kind of annoyingly the main topic of today's video, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Kid Dynamite, Iron Mike. I don't know what this Mike is going to be called, Rusted Iron Mike. This is ridiculous in my eyes. 57-year-old man versus a 27-year-old man. It's absolutely, I don't know, it's not a good look, man. Jake Paul's on a good path in my eyes. I know his last 2 fights were absolutely terrible, but he was making great improvements as a boxer. He does have natural knockout power. Maybe not natural, but he does have knockout power. So this is a bit of I don't say it's a dangerous one for Mike, but it is. Even if he doesn't knock him out or anything, getting hit in the head like that when you're that age, it's going to have repercussions. You know, I'm not going to say that Jake Paul's going to beat Mike Tyson, because that sentence doesn't even feel nice coming out of my mouth. Brother, don't like even saying that. But, you know, it is a dangerous fight for Mike. One thing that we can be confident in is there's no drug testing for this fight. So, because Mike will be on TRT, he is on TRT, most definitely. So, you know, we have a hope and a prayer that comes into effect. And that kind of leads me to start thinking about what is going on, what's going to happen with this influencer boxing thing. Where is it going, or crossover boxing thing? Is this where we're going? Is this what's happening? You know, we know Floyd's been doing his thing, but are we going to be dragging all retired old fighters out to get back in the ring with young, fresh fighters? If it goes this way, it's a worrying place. It's a worrying direction. The fact that Netflix are involved means it's going to be a big, big spectacle. And hoping that's all they bill it as, a big spectacle, and they don't try and make it into a boxing match or some sort of exhibition with special rules, because nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see Jake Paul knock out Mike Tyson. Ugh. I'm going to leave it on that note. I'm going to leave you with that terrible image in your mind. But like, share, subscribe, comment below what you think about that nonsense, what you think about some of the good stuff that's happening as well. And I'll catch you very soon. Peace.